All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
25, check 25.
From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check in. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st down, Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seen the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Now Spiller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Spiller. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's killing that clockwork right now for them.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch
20 points down. He's coming.
Hey, look, 3.
Hey, 31.
Here's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
You ready?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
10 logo. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That second down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build for...
This is caught inside the 15. A big 30-yard play on third.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll go with a keeper.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, and pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run with Spiller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that is the definition. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. following the botch PAT. They're set to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Off of play action, it's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Here's Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Watson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike 58 right there. Watch the pass. Check 26. Check.
Ready?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Harold Landry He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Switch. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Eckler, 91 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Spiller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Being chased out left. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Forced out to his left. He gets it to Cooks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Now Watson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, let's go! You're set. Great team. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 59.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
Brings up third down and 4.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, 31.
They'll run here on third and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan. EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
10 logo.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Yo, faster.
I'm going back to you. Check.
Here's Sanders. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double time. You got 3 down.
Get it.
Another run with Sanders. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And got a man. It's Woods. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. On the screen, this is Eckler. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 55. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Coming to you. And we're going 30.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Seam 6. Seam 6.
57 to Mike.
Ready?
To throw on second down, Lawrence. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He gets it to Brown, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Get that quarterback.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Sanders trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Hey, exit. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Lawrence. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. To throw is Watson. He's got it. It's Spiller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here's the tap. 19. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
54 Mike.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Let's go, defense.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And